Hello my beautiful hammerhead and welcome back to another Black Library review. I'm a little bit rusty with these, so please and thank you, bear with me. Wrong order of words, but okay. Okay, I just finished Yndrasta, the Celestial Spear by Mr. Noah van Nguyen, and I must say I love this book. So the first full release novel of Mr. Nguyen was God Eater's Son, which was excellent. It is still one of the best written novels for Age of Sigmar as of yet. This one is a little bit behind that, which isn't bad, by the way. It is a really well written book. We get to see Yndrasta in a totally new light. We had our first meeting with her in the short story, which I also covered, where she meets one of her predecessors, Vori, the Proto-Stormcast Eternals, or Voyi, I believe his name was. And only a couple of Stormcast Eternals know of this. She, of course, is one. The other one is, of course, the Celestial Prime. And yeah, this was really interesting to see her, that she is the monster that hunts monsters. The model itself, I love it, but it does not reflect the artwork we have on the 3rd edition, limited edition rulebook. But this book, it really gives us what she is. She is the blank piece of metal Sigmar hammered into a killing machine. And, well, the only command he gave her, as he forged her himself, was just kill. I totally skipped that because I'm just still so into the story and still so hyped about it. Emma Gregory, the awesomest voice ever, narrator, sorry, narrated the audiobook version for this. Oh, it's so good. I told you a couple of times already, when Miss Emma Gregory is in any kind of command, I will follow her into battle. She just has this commanding presence, and that is so well made in, well, this book. Yndrasta has such a presence, and her counterpart is Nida. Sorry, I'm skipping so many things right now. Let's go back to the beginning. We are in the realm of Gur, of course, because 3rd edition. The majority of the book is to bring Gur to life, on how we see and feel the realm. We are following Nida and her couple of her people from Rika Min. They are basically herders of reindeers and so on, sled crafts, and they live in harmony with the realm, which is basically just an excuse for, we can't do anything against those horrible beasts. Let them do it. If they kill some of us, it's fine. I really enjoyed those parts. But I, not only as a joke, I really enjoyed these parts because they have Brother Bear, which is probably a little bit mutated, maybe from Chaos, maybe it's really just Gur itself which has spawned this monstrosity of a bear. And in regular times, because it's so territorial, it defends the people of Rikamin. And, well, if there's nothing to eat, Brother Bear just comes and eats some of the people. And they are just like, it's fine, he protects us. What is 2 or 3 people a year for his protection, and so on. And yes, Yndrasta's prey in this book, oh, let me remove the picture for now, is Tiatsomai, a kraken of immeasurable power. And as soon as you hear kraken, there are 3 possibilities. First of all, Idun of Deepkin, with then, of course, Chaos, and the regular version, a Beast of Ger. I'm not going to tell you what the source of this beast is, because it would spoil a little bit. I'm just giving you some hints and possibilities where the story could have gone. And yeah, she at first is on a boat with, it wasn't the Hallowed Knights, it was another Stormcast Eternals chapter. And the Stormcast Eternals were a little bit on edge with her because she is so keen on hunting this kraken. Because every 100 years, once every 100 years, it just appears, hunts, kills people, and then vanishes. And as Sigmar's huntress, it is her duty, her mission to kill the beasts. And her ultimate prey, of course, Kragnos. Yeah, and now the 100 years are coming to a close again. Tiatsomai is getting active. And every one of the Stormcasts is, she's really obsessed with this one. But yeah, they have a little spat and she lets them go. She's alone on the hunt. And yeah, well, both parties, so Nida and her surviving members of her clan, meet Yndrasta. And the first meeting isn't what any one of them, well, would have guessed. Because Yndrasta is terrifying. Yndrasta is a monster itself. And as I've said, in the first short story we already had this a little bit as hints here and there. And here it is just, she's cruel, she's selfish, she just has this one mission. She has been forged to be a monster that hunts monsters. There is no compassion whatsoever. Everything she does only for the hunt, she does only for the kill. No empathy, no nothing. The whole other spectrum, not spectrum, the whole other side of the spectrum is Nida. She also is a huntress of Ger, and yeah, well, she is compassionate, she has empathy, she tries to have everyone stay together, more or less effective, but I really enjoyed the parts where she and her team, well, they also fight, because we have a shaman, we have a merchant, we have another huntress, and what was the other guy? I already forgot, I'm sorry. But yeah, they were 5 of them, and over time they get to learn about each other more and more. But the problem is, as they are on their way to their sister city, which is also in danger of Tiatsomai, they just want to warn them. Well, they're sitting on each other's asses all the time, and it's, of course, the friction starts heat, basically. But as soon as they reach the city, they see more people and hear those people talk about the group. They see, oh yeah, these are my people, I love them. And over the story, you always get the feeling, yeah, they love each other. They are the last survivors of their city. But all those emotions, it's just too much. They just survived a kraken that destroyed their city, killed all of their families, all of the people they knew. It's just too much. And then they have to venture out through Gur, a realm that literally lives. Korgus killed a continent. So yes, the surrounding is alive. And not like in Gairan where it's just, oh, it's a tree. No, it's the realm. And yeah, I digress, sorry. I'm just still so hyped about this. All throughout the story, we also get, of course, the perspective of Yndrasta. And this is not like in other novels where we have the name of the character right in front, and we just see how that character affects the surroundings. We do, of course, have that with Nida, and then in Suoji, the surviving city where our team is going to go to warn them, which is, by the way, a merchant city. They are basically no Warcraft whatsoever. And so just a little bit, just to defend it here and there against the Oruks, against Cruel Boys, of course, against Iron Jaws, a few pirates here and there. And now I kind of forgot what I wanted to say. Let's go back to Yndrasta. Throughout the story, we get to see her perspective of this. Oh yeah, because of other books where we have the name of the character right in front. With these novels, it made sense because one of my favorite examples is Angron, as the World Eaters Codex came out. And Angron is just an angry bowling ball. You take it, throw it into the direction, and everything splatters around. It's not a good book writing from his perspective, because everything is just angry. But with this one, we have the other side of that. Because Yndrasta, as I've said, she's cruel, she has no empathy whatsoever, but she remembers more and more of her former life, before she became a Stormcast. And her memories are, of course, as she's a Stormcast, hazy. At one point, she tries to remember her queen. She remembers tries to remember her mother, and she basically was a Bretonnian knight. She had a Pegasus. She had Pegasus knights with her, and I don't know. In my mind, she was a Bretonnian, and yeah, well, all throughout the story, she gets a trinket from her mother, which was, by the way, very cute and sweet. Sigmar kept this trinket, and gave it to her after her first reforging. So she always carries it around with her. Because the first gift was Thengawa, the spear, was like, here, kill stuff with it. And take this. It's just a piece of bone and it dangles around your wrist. It's fine. Take it. It's really cute. And she was always wondering, oh, why do I have this? Why did he gift it to me? It has no magic whatsoever. It's just a hunter's trinket. And we get to see it was from her mother. And it's just a cute reminder for her where she came from. From Bretonia. And her last fight against Doombreed, the king of demons, and how she fought against it, why she fought against it, and how she fell against Doombreed. Very well written. I really enjoyed those parts. We got to see more and more of her backstory. By the way, she knows Lorca Vi, the vampire queen, which is awesome. At first, I was so unsure of this, as I've listened to this part, I had to go back. So wait, did I hear that correctly? How freaking old is Lorca Y, by the way? Well, she's a vampire. She probably is a couple of hundred or thousands of years old, but still, how amazing is that? Also, Askurgan vampires and so on. There is so many lore stuff in here. If you read this as a newcomer, many things will just go past by you, which is fine. It is world building. If you know a couple of things here and there, there is a lot more for you to discover, a lot more to enjoy, and it's awesome. I love this so much. There were so many spots in the story where I was like, nice. Because there are hints here and there are nods to other stories, there are nods to a little obscure background stuff. So background checks, 2 thumbs up. And yes, the more I think about it, the more it warms to me. Because, as I've said, I'm not going to spoil you everything. It's just, it is a really well-written book. I do recommend it for almost everyone. Only if you are totally against Stormcasts, totally against Cities of Sigmar, totally against the Realm of Gur, then don't read it. But even then, you have something in this book that you will find enjoyable. Because, as I've said, the world building. As of yet, as of publishing this video, we are still in the Realm of Gur. This will change in a couple of months when we change to 4th edition. My only downside with this book is it came way too late. Way, way, way too late. This should have been right after Dominion. So it should have been Dominion for the release with the Dominion box. It should have been Monsters with a short story. And a couple of months after that, this one. The Realm of Gur would have been awesome. Yes, I know, we've got Season of War Thondia, which also fleshed out the realm, but not everyone bought that one, and it's discontinued, I believe. I'm not gonna check it right now. If it's not discontinued, I will write it in the description box. But she is the art piece on the rulebook. She is the face of 3rd edition. She is the huntress in the realm of beasts. She hunts monsters as a monster. As I've said, this is the only downside. It came way too late. And this is a good sign for the book, by the way. It is amazing. And I'm not gonna make this any way longer than it should be. Go read this book. I really do recommend it. I wanted to give it an 8, but the more I think about it, it is 9 out of 10 slain beasts Yndrasta hunted in this novel. Or no, she hunted more than that probably. Let's just say 9 out of 10. I'm not smart enough to come up with something witty right now. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. My brain doesn't work right now. I should take a nap. But yeah, awesome book. Thank you so much for this, Mr. Noah van Nguyen. I love this. Please, more of this. So, if you have any more questions, please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, please do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is fun. And not only that, because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more Warhammer almost every day. And by that I of course mean like and subscribe. But until then, Have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!